What's going on, Buff Nation? It's your boy Julian Campos, and I'll be presenting today's announcements. I do want to keep things short and sweet today, so I decided to open up my third eye for today. So, yeah, they're going to tell the announcements. If you're trying out for cheer, applications are due this Friday. Don't forget. Thanks. I miss Daft Punk, but I'm really glad that Bobby Schmurder is back. Well, that's about it for today, folks. Thank you and have a great day, and go Buffs!
Hey Buffs! Thursday the 25th is Drunk Goggles.
Don't drink and drive, and make sure at lunch to try our drinking and driving goggles.
Go Buffs!
PALS will be extending the application due date to Monday, March 1st at 3 p.m. Come by room 127 and pick up an application.
You might be wondering what PALS is all about.
PALS is all about leading and mentoring.
We go to elementary schools and volunteer in classrooms and mentor students.
We also help with homecoming decorations and volunteer at many events within our community.
For example, we volunteer at the Parade of Lights in 4th Ward.
If you are interested, don't lose your chance to apply.
Hey Buffs! So this week and next week we are doing Pennies for Patients,
benefiting the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Our goal is to raise up to $1,000.
And the 5th period class with the largest donation wins a pizza party.
Go Buffs!
Don't let them bring you down, no. The beauty is inside of you.
Hey Buffs! I'm Adriana.
And I'm Emily.
And we want you to join the dance department. In the dance department, you get a PE and a fine arts credit, and we have 3 performances a year.
It's a great experience to be a part of, and more than just a class, it's something to be involved in. It's a lot of fun, and we hope you join us next year.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Autumn Robinson, and today's little-known Black history fact is Dr. Charles Drew. Charles Drew was an African-American surgeon who pioneered methods for storing blood plasma for transfusion and organized the first large-scale blood bank in the U.S. He developed ways to process and store blood plasma in blood banks. Dr. Drew made some groundbreaking discoveries in the storage and processing of blood for transfusion. He directed the blood plasma programs for the United States and Great Britain in World War II, but resigned after ruling the blood for African Americans would be segregated. Drew grew up in Washington, D.C. as the oldest son of a carpet layer. Drew completed his bachelor's degree at Amherst in 1926, but didn't have enough money to pursue his dream of attending medical school. He worked as a biology instructor and a coach for Morgan College, now Morgan State University, in Baltimore for 2 years in 1928, he applied to medical schools and enrolled at McGill University in Montreal, Canada. In 1938, Drew received a Rockefeller Fellowship to study at Columbia University and train at the Presbyterian Hospital in New York City. There he continued his exploration of blood-related matter. He discovered that plasma could be dried, then He discovered that plasma can be dried, then reconstituted when needed. His research served as the basis of his doctorate thesis, Banked Blood, and he received his doctorate degree in 1940. Drew became the first African American to earn his degree from Columbia. This concludes your moment in Black history.
Rolling.
Hi, my name is Dominique Williams. Today's little-known Black history fact is Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier when he became the first Black athlete to play Major League Basketball after joining the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947. Throughout his decade-long career, Robinson distinguished himself as one of the game's most talented and exciting players and a vocal civil rights activist. From 1942 to 1944, Robinson served as an officer in the U.S. Army. During boot camp at Fort Hood, Texas, Robinson was arrested and court-martialed in 1944 for refusing to give up his seat and moved to the back of a segregated bus. Robinson's exalated reputation, combined with the efforts of his friends and the NAACP, shed public light on the injustice. Ultimately, he was acquitted of the charges and received an honorable discharge. His courage and moral objection to the racial segregation were precursors to the impact Robinson would have in Major League Baseball. After his discharge from the Army in 1944, Robinson played baseball professionally. At the time, the sport was segregated, and African Americans and white people played in separated leagues. Robinson began playing in the Negro Leagues, but he was chosen by the Brooklyn Dodgers to help integrate the league. Did you know that Jackie Robinson was the first African American to play in Major League Baseball, U.S. Army officer, and a civil rights activist? This concludes your moment in Black history.
Please stand for the pledges and moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.